Compassion is a sense of concern that we're confronted with when we notice a person suffering, and by noticing or recognizing the suffering that person is engaged in, we're motivated to help with that situation or relieve that person of the suffering that they're experiencing.
To be a compassionate person, especially a compassionate male, seems to suggest that you're weak and that that you have lost your strength or your maleness. But actually, the showing of compassion, it really shows your strength rather than a weakness.
Because every day I get up, I have a choice, either to be compassionate to others or to not be compassionate. And it's just because every day is a different and unique day in and of itself, I believe practicing compassion as a constant is one of my biggest challenges. And I mean in the immediate moment when I'm offended, in the immediate moment when I don't understand something. I believe that's the challenge every day for me in displaying and showing compassion for others.
Well, one of the challenges of giving compassion is first overcoming the obstacles that prevent one from experiencing compassion. What I mean by that is, at one time my heart was extremely hardened, it was calloused, and I gave very little compassion, or I had very little concern about the sufferings of others.
I've always thought that I walked in compassion, but like I said, going through that class and hearing people share their hearts, and I was able to share my heart unshamefully, and now it's no problem me when I see something happening around the world, whether it's around here, no matter what I see, I've learned to have compassion for both sides. No matter what's going on, I learned to look at it from both perspectives, and it's really helped me. It's humbled me, and I just pray that the world would learn compassion as well.
When you're able to use compassion in order to help make yourself a better person, you benefit, and everybody around you benefited.
I believe compassion is so important because we build our own narratives about the way we think, and sometimes that's only our perspective, and we've never broadened the scope to see someone else's perspective. So.
Compassion is for both the person that's giving the compassion and the person that's receiving the compassion. The person giving the compassion has the ability to be able to recognize someone who's in need. But not only that, the individual giving the compassion must be motivated. They really have to, walk with that person and want that person to be relieved of any, stress, problems, struggles, mental or physical, that they're going through. So in that regard, compassion is for the individual giving the compassion. They have to be proactive. The person receiving the compassion must be willing to accept it.
It's easy to tell somebody, I know how you feel. It's another thing to have compassion, to attempt to feel how they feel. I can tell you I know how you feel and try to assist you, and I might do well. But if I open up and show you compassion and feel how you feel, then more than likely, I'm gonna do just a little bit more for you because I feel the state that you're in.
A question was asked in class that caused me to reflect. The question was, how would you describe your attributes as a friend? And that question, as I recognized the faces in the class, it caused a lot of uncertainty because it wasn't a question that it appears as though any of us could clearly answer. But when a suggestion was given about, well, what do you think are the characteristics of a good friend? It became easier for us to identify the characteristics of someone we considered a good friend than it was for us to identify the characteristics of being a good friend.
I believe that I've always had compassion, but after taking the class, it really showed me, although I had it, there was a lot that I didn't know. I didn't realize the pain that I did to my loved ones, and this class has opened my eyes to even my children, even if it wasn't no physical home, just the mental part of, letting them down, and that class have taught me, that class have brought tears to me, that class has inspired me to go further. And Ms. Laura just came and just showed me a whole other outlook on compassion in life, period.
I believe it's so valuable for us to be able to meet in a common place as, just as people. And I think compassion is that common place that we meet as people. But I think compassion takes away those barriers that can hinder us from having meaningful conversation and just meaningful interaction with each other.
Thank God for this class being in this institution, where even in a place such as this, we still can have compassion for others in here and out in society. I've learned to have compassion for people involved in my situation. I get it now, I understand. I made a poor choice, and now I'm just thankful for the compassion that was bestowed upon me from God first and those who gave me another chance. And now I just want to continue to just display that compassion to others. And I'm so thankful for this class.